Bienvenido, welcome, I'm Oni Boi, your favorite hobby tourist. Hope you're all having a wonderful day today. You know, I love starting every single day, doing my dailies. I get up early, I work a little bit, I make some breakfast, take my daughter to school. Usually I don't know, it depends on the day. Lately, I've been doing more like errands and just like working and like doing like stuff around the house mainly. You know what I mean? Like for today, for example, like you could see I had to start my stream a little later just because I was working on some stuff around the house, you know? So I was doing that before I could actually get to hang out with you guys, you know? Which I love it. AOG, Mr. Ghost, how was your day? You know, I want to see those 3 emojis, okay? That's for everybody, not just for Mr. Ghost. I want to see 3 emojis. 1, 2, 3 emojis. If you watch this later, and like later the streams, you're allowed to do it too. Drop in the comments if you don't know what it is. So the 3 emojis is describing how your day has been, maybe something you're excited about. You know, we're about like halfway through the week. Maybe you're still hyped up on what happened last weekend. Maybe you're excited about this weekend. I know a lot of people are finishing school. I think like summer is getting close, you know. I know like my daughter she's getting excited for summer. But you could drop in, what are you going to be doing? What's on your mind? That's what I want to see. And I get to guess. I want to guess. You don't have to tell me if I get it right or if I get it wrong. You can just laugh quietly as you're like, Oni, you're not even close. That's not even close what I was talking about. But yes, I want to see that. But how are you, Mr. Ghost? Like, I'm going to drink a little bit of water. One moment. But we get to continue doing our doodles. You know, I like the doodles. I mean, I love working on my game too. For anyone who doesn't know, I am working on an action adventure game heavily inspired by Caribbean mythology, where you go island to island, helping people and the creatures help you out too. Ooh, let's see. Oh, gee, Mr. Ghost, you've been flying? Wait, you were flying? You took a flight? You took a trip to Japan? That's crazy. I mean, I want to go. No, like literally, Japan is on my list. It looks like Japanese arches. You know, they look like temple arches, if that's what it is. I'm guessing, that's like my guess at least. You went on a trip to Japan, or maybe like Japan town or something like that. I don't know if you actually. We may go to Tokyo. Oh, that's awesome. You going with your family? That's cool. On summer break. That's awesome. Congrats. That's going to be sick. Like, that just sounds cool. In summer break. That's cool. I love it. So for me, I don't think I'm doing anything like that this summer. Like, just so you know, I'm like still behind the scenes. I'm trying to get stuff moving for Delirium, you know, like the gaming, the studio, stuff like that. So the fingers crossed, I should be able to do another event in the summer. I still don't know which one, but I have to figure out. Streaming with Tokyo. Oh, are you gonna try to do a stream if you're in Tokyo? Are you gonna well, I think it might be hard for you, right? I don't know if I don't think I could. You know what I mean? I would have to figure out if I ever did a stream like in another place. I would have to figure out how would I do that, because I've never tried to. Like, I have my setup, you know what I mean? So like thinking about it, if I did do a travel stream, well, how would I do it? Would I have to do it with my phone? I don't even know if there's an app. Oh no, there are. I remember there are apps that I can put my little guy, my little avatar, and I could still talk and it would still work. Maybe that might be a thing in the future. I didn't think about it, but that is an option. Maybe if I do, like, fingers crossed. Like I said, I'm working on some stuff to see if I could actually do the full-time deving. If I could do that, for sure, I'm going to an event this summer. I don't know, like, let's say if I can, you know, this is like, if blank happens, I will be going to go to an event, and then I'll try to stream it. Not the whole thing, but like maybe a little bit. I think that'd be cool too. You know? Oh, so I would want to stop by to an event. Yeah, that'll be cool. Hopefully, you know, like in the future, like for now, obviously I'm gonna stay in Florida, you know, because I'm in Florida. So I think just like from one point of Florida to another point of Florida, it's reasonable. You know what I mean? I could do like a day trip or whatever. It's not too bad. But I think outside of my state, for now, I'm not gonna do it. In the future, as soon as like I could like get a lot of movement, then yeah, of course, I would love to go to a different place. What's up in Florida? What do you mean? What's above Florida? Or what do you mean? No, just like because I live in Florida, so I wouldn't do any events outside of Florida for now. You know, in the future, I would love to do all over the country, and then even in other countries. Like I would love to go to the Tokyo Game Show, for example. Then I'm 100% going to try to go to that event. No, I mean, like I said, like for now, like I said, for now, at least this year, I doubt I'm gonna go anywhere outside of Florida, unless if like, I don't know, let's say I get picked up by a really big company and they're like, no, we need you all over the place. That's like the only way. Go to Tokyo. I want to go to Florida too. I said before we go to Tokyo, I want us to go to Florida. Yeah, no, I mean, that'd be cool. That would actually be sick. But no, okay, so I'm going to jump in, right? Yeah, I was just like thinking, I was like, wait, like we've been chatting a little bit, not too long. Obviously, if you want, you know, I know sometimes you want to share stuff with me during the gaming streams, but like I mentioned before, like the gaming ones are very inconvenient for me to see stuff. So if you want to share stuff, you're more than happy to, like I'm more happy to look at them now in the doodle streams, but I will be starting my doodles. All right, let's see. So I wanted to look at the scene, right? Oh no, I messed it up. I didn't mean to zoom in on that one. Hold up, let me fix it. Let's make it fit the screen. There we go. That's what I want. And then this is the one I actually want to do. Okay, so we got this. I'm like looking. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna start like flattening them. Let's go. There we go. I'm working on stuff I can't show. Ooh, I love it. I actually was working on something earlier today in the morning. Remember someone was asking me about the panels on Twitch, and I was like, I don't have any. So I actually made the panels. I just haven't put them up. I have to put them up. I will see about doing that today. So I was able to make them. I can show you if you'd like. I'll show you the panels. Well, no, it's fine. I'm not gonna show you. It'll just like ruin the flow of what I know I haven't started, but I don't want to like ruin the flow even more then. So let's do this. I'm gonna like, actually, you know, I'm just gonna hide it. We don't need it right now. Eventually I will go over it. You know what I mean? Eventually we'll look at the colors. So let's grab some stuff. It's funny, I didn't realize how small Twitch panels are. I don't know if you've looked at them before, Mr. Ghost. Because I was looking at the template, because like this thing is pretty big. This is, how big is this? It is 14 inches by 7 inches. In pixels, I don't remember how many that is. It's like a few thousand. This drawing is pretty big. You know, if you put on like a poster, it would be like decent size. Most of I usually go for like 3,000 by 3,000 if I'm doing a square, but these are pretty big. You know, these drawings are like poster size, which is kind of hilarious when I really think about them. But when I was doing the 16, wait, this one? This thing? I don't know. Let me look. Now I've peeked. Hold up. Let's see. Canvas properties. Where is it? I'll tell you. In pixels. This one here. So this right here is, oops. So height is 2,100 and width is 4,200. Okay, so that's how big this one is. It's definitely bigger than what you said. You know, it is on the bigger side because I usually go 3,000 by 3,000. But I think I don't remember why I made this one longer. Let me see how big mine is. Yeah, like ideally you want when you're doing this kind of like when you're doing like work for like illustration or something, they usually say 3 by 3, like 3000 by 3000 is like the normal amount. But obviously it depends on your PC. If your computer can't handle that, then don't do it. You know, you do as big as you can. Let me, yeah, like, let's see. I'm gonna jump into actually doodling. So let's see, what do I want to doodle with? Let's start with the eyes, I guess, right? Let's look at her eyes, her little eyes. Wait, I'm gonna look. I'm gonna have like something on the side, just so like I could have it. You know what I mean? Before actually jumping in, I want to do something. Like it's not like super relevant. Squid. Squid sisters. I just want to have it on the side, just so I could look at them. So I could like zoom in on it without. Okay. I just want to make sure. So, okay. So she's going to be. Oh, yeah, this is like way too small for me. At least the max you could do is 797. That is such a weird number. That is a bizarre number for your like. Where is that on? What is like your PC or your tablet, your phone? What is it? Because that is like a bizarre number for me. At least I think. Yeah, your phone. Infinite paint. Well, because it depends on my phone. That's why. Because it depends on the computing power. You know what I mean? It depends on how strong your computer is. You know what I mean? Now, it depends on how strong your computer is or whatever it's running on. So yours can only handle that much. I'm looking at this. It's very interesting. I didn't realize that she has like this going on. Like it's part of her makeup, but it's also part of her skin, which is very weird. You know what I mean? Like now that I look at it. Yeah, like this. I'm thinking do like that. And it actually is more round. It's rounder than I anticipated. But yeah, so like this part is what I'm talking about. This goes like this. So like she doesn't have hair, which is very interesting for when drawing her, because I was looking at her. She doesn't actually have hair. What she has is like, they're more like, I don't know, like little spikes. You were looking at the wrong thing. Oh no, no worries, no worries. I think it's like this. Yeah, this is, like I said, it's very interesting. And then let's do like that. No. Something like that? No, hold it. Then like this? No, I'm not digging that. Like not even a little bit. There we go. Actually, how big are her eyes? Oh no, her eyes are huge. She's got like big ol' eyes. My max is, oh, okay, that makes a little more sense. So you could do like 10,000. A 10 by 10. That makes more sense. I was gonna say, I was like, that's kind of small. Like I imagine your computer will like, or not your phone will struggle a little bit, but can still do it. Something like this. I'm like looking at it. It's kind of like this. No, I wanted yeah, so I didn't know I was messing around. Yeah, no worries. Thing like this. It's kind of like this. It's very interesting looking. Hold up. You know, it's got like a unique shape. No, actually, I'm like looking at it. It is more like a slash. Like the more I look, it's like a plus sign. It's like a big plus. It goes like this shape to it. You know? Like either way, we're still in the doodle phase, so I'm not like stressing about it. You know, we usually go like multiple layers anyways. Let's do this. Okay. But yeah, I haven't been like lately. I've been so busy. You know, like it just feels very busy. Like usually a lot of times I work more on my stuff early in the morning or late at night. More early in the morning, I'm usually more energetic in the morning. I've noticed I used to be more of a night owl, but I'm way more of I like working in the morning. I just feel more energized. I only do 4-layer max. Really? No, I do a bunch. I'm not gonna lie, I do a bunch of layers. You know, I'll do there's like the thumbnail, you know, like the thumbnail layer, which usually is like very messy. It's like boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm talking about? It's like super messy. That's like the thumbnail. Then I'll do like the sketch layer, which is like kind of like what we're doing right now, you know? Story, hello. Sorry, I was in the last stream, but my device died. Oh, no, that's okay. You know, I'll do like the sketch layer on top. You know, we'll do like whatever, I don't know. And then after that, then I'll actually do like the line work on top of this. You know, we'll do it over again where it's like a little nicer looking. And then I'll do the flats. So like, and then after the flats, I do the tones, then the highlights, then the effects. It's like thinking I do like a bunch of layers just because I got used to it for comics. When I did, I mentioned it before that I've done comics before. This? No, it's not even close. Sketch, trace, color, lighting, shading. Kind of. That's kind of very close to what I do. It's very similar. Actually, I think I'm gonna I want to redo this. I'm not like digging it. I want to, actually, can I sketch with this one? No, that looks terrible. I was thinking about, because now that I was talking about sketching, I kind of want to sketch the lines better. You know? Actually, do I like that? I'm like looking at it. I only use 5 when I need my character. Yeah, I get you. No, I look better than, well, I mean, I get that. Salty, hello. One of my OCs is based a bit off of Splatoon. They're basically a person with the ability to transform into a giant rat car. That is bizarre, but I love it. I love it. I think that's neat. A rat car. So I want to do like I think now, just so like we know, this is still a what's it called? This is still like I'm trying to remember what it's like, a sketch layer. There we go. That's what I want. And then this thing, it goes like this, and then it's like this. There we go. There's only one layer in the characters, and the rest of the layers are background. Interesting. Did you see a free Sunday? Wait, did you say you say you're free Sunday? Because I have some work in the morning if you don't worry. No, I said I might be free Saturday. Maybe. I still have to see. No, actually, no, wait. No, I don't think I am actually. I think it might be Sunday. You're right. I still have to see though. I haven't like checked my schedule. Because usually I do things with my family. You know what I mean? Like I said, when summer starts, I'll be a bit more free. So like this, I think. Something like that. Yeah. And then like this. There we go. I'm like trying to get her, I get her vibe. You know what I'm talking about? Because the lines are a little weird. Because like, yes, she has like coloring, but this is like just the color. It's like flat colors. It's not actually how she is. And then we got this swoosh thing. You know, this thing. And then you can't actually see this one, but we'll still draw it. It's underneath though. And then she has a nose, which I didn't draw it before. Now that I think about it, her nose is like around here. She's got like this kind of nose thing going on. Mr. Ghost, like I said, I don't do stuff you can't do. I know it's for Person who throw me away like garbage after. Wait, what? Say it again? Don't do stuff I can't do. I do that for a person who threw me away. No. I mean, like, I'm saying, like, you, like, I'll have to see it when I can. You know what I mean? Just because, like, weekends, I usually spend a lot of time with my family. No, I know. I'm just saying, like, I know you want to. And I'm like, that'd be fun. Wait, I feel like this eye, I do not like this eye. This looks very odd. This eye looks so odd. No, I get you. I know what you're saying. No, it's not forced. I think it's fun. Hey, hello, Colossus. Welcome to the stream. We're doing some doodles. Trying to get, I think, yeah, she has like like not a lazy eye, but oh, it's golden. Oh, okay. I remember. I was gonna say Colossus. Maybe it's a line thickness. No. I'm trying to get the shape still starry. You know what I mean? It's just like, because like she has lazy eyes, like not lazy eyes. She has like tired eyes. That's what I mean. And they don't have hair, by the way, which is very interesting when drawing. It is Splatoon, yes. Man, YouTube is so crazy. It is a little bit. But it is like a thing that her eyes are very weird. Like, they don't have hair. If you actually look at them here, I'll show you. You look at them, see? They don't have hair. These little things, it's part of their skin. So it's a little odd to look at. You're like, Like visually, it's a little odd. I've seen this guy that had 7.7 subs. How many they have now? How many? How many do they have? It really depends. It depends a lot on stuff. Let's see. Yeah. So I'm like looking at it. That's crazy work. Wait. I'm like looking at it. So like this, right? The eyes kind of go like this. I'm like looking at it. I should probably define more the mask, like the where the mask is, because I was kind of like whatever. I was like placing it how it was. But now that I look at it, we do need to lay it out a little bit better. Also, she doesn't have much of the face. Now that I look at it, see, like before, that's what we do, the multiple. Draw me. Well, I mean, you'd have to put it. You gotta put it, Colossal. You gotta put it on the Discord. You know the rules. If you want me to draw anything, you gotta put in the Discord and have to do the roulette. But that's cool though. Like, what do they do? What does a person do? 184. What does he do? Like, what is this person? What kind of videos? I'm curious. You know, I am very curious what kind of videos they do. Gaming? Okay, well, what kind of games? Have you heard of Dan Me? Just curious. Dan Me? No clue who that is. What's Dan Me? You know, let's see, kind of like this, right? But like, what kind of gaming though? There's very different kind. Have you ever had a flight? Of course I've had. I mean, I have. I have flown many times. I wouldn't say like I fly all the time, but I've definitely flown many times. He played a horror game and got, yeah, okay, that's why. Horror games are, in general, horror games do really well on YouTube. But I don't play them. That's why I was like, it really depends what you do. It's just people like the funny reactions. You know what I mean? They do really well, especially for sharing. You're like, oh my God, look at this person. They have such a funny reaction. And then you share it. You know what I mean? Let's see. It's a type of Chinese genre. Really? I've never heard of this. I did not know this story. Danmi? I've never heard of it. What is a genre though? Let's see. Colossus. I've been to Japan capital, Tokyo. Very cool. Mr. Ghost. And I thought my shorts got 2.0 view. It was big. No, I mean, it is big, but I remember I told you, Mr. Ghost, why it didn't translate well? Because remember, you're like, oh, I didn't get enough subs. It's like, well, because your short is very different from what you're doing, the rest of your stuff. You know, because it's so different, it didn't translate well. Man, this smile's weird. Because like she's got a weird smile when I look at her. She's got like this face. She's got like kind of like this look to her. You know what I mean? But actually, no, it would be higher up. That's why. I was looking at her. Her face is shorter than I originally thought of. Now that I look at it, what's Taco Bell? Mr. Goes, why do you sound like a guy who eats Taco Bell every day? Taco Bell is just like a fast food place with tacos. You know what I mean? It's just a fast food place. I don't really eat fast food too much, to be honest. I used to eat it more. We don't have that here. Yeah, I was gonna say, Murim is bigger than Damon, to be honest, but both contribute massive to Chinese authors. Ooh, very interesting. Yeah, it's just a fast food place, Mr. Ghost. I doubt it would be popular over there just because like here, because we have hey, that's not okay, Colossus. You know? Don't say stuff like that, okay? Hold up. I'm gonna have to, let's see. Sorry, Colossus, I'm gonna have to do this. There you go. I gave you a timeout. Because that's not okay. I haven't even seen Taco Bell in my life. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, it's different. Makes sense. I only learned at Costco when I was 11. Yeah, that's what I was like. Different countries have different things. Like I remember when I went to Madrid, I had never heard of rodillas, and I was like, oh, I didn't know it was like a big thing over there in Spain, and I was like, oh, cool. It really did. Like, it's different things. You can't expect every place to have the same things. My Costco was SNR. Ooh, I've never heard of that. I know there's like Sam's Club. There's like different ones that like also some places that are like the same companies will have different names in different places. Just because they're like, oh, people didn't like this name, so they'll change the name. A lot of people don't know that. They'll try different names in different countries. So she got like fangs. Like now that I look at her, she's got like little fangs and stuff, which is kind of cute. And then she's got like one fang on the bottom. Just a Filipino Costco. That makes sense. That's cool though. It's very weird. I'm like looking at this character. They have a very odd smile. And then they have like the nose around here. They're like, it's actually pointier than I thought originally. This guy may switch to my stream soon. Yeah, you do you, Mr. Ghost. I'm not liking this. This looks so weird. This looks really bad to me. I'm like looking, I'm like, ew. Like, I think maybe like I got the smile's too big. I'm like looking at it, that's what it is. I think that's what it was just like too big. For her face. That's what it is. It's like around here, I feel. And then also, so it's kind of like this. I'm gonna do like more of like a subtle laugh, because I think like her laughing too much was like too weird. Then kind of like this, about like this length. There we go. And then let's do, she had like, the teeth are very odd when you really look at them. They are really weird. I feel like no one really like pays attention to their teeth, but they have like the weirdest teeth. They have like vampire teeth on the top, like the little fangs with like canines and everything. And then the bottom, they have like one sharp tooth in the middle. You know? Like, I guess like if you were actually designing them, the teeth would probably, like the bottom teeth would probably look like this is kind of like their mouth. It looks really weird. Oh, I guess you can't see it. Because it has like one sharp one in the middle. So it doesn't work. It would have to be two that just like lean into each other, which is very weird. I think it's because they're trying to go with like the octopus beaks. You know what I mean? Like octopi, or not octopi, squids. Squids have beaks. So I think that might be the direction they were going with it. You know what I mean? I think that's what they were trying to do. I'm not a dentist, but that would seem like it would hurt if I bit on your tongue. For real. That would actually hurt so bad. That would actually be like super painful. If you were like, if you like bit down on your tooth. Oh yeah, like on your tongue, that would hurt. So like this. It's funny because they don't really have much definition in their ears. They don't have like any like creases or anything. I'm just gonna add it just because I want to. Let's do. Why did I put the ear way over here on this one? See, that's what I was like. It doesn't even line up. That's why we got to go over it. You know. There we go. See, that's why we do it. Like the first time is literally just getting like the layout, like the pose, getting like the position of everything. You know. There we go. All right, there we go. So she's kind of like, you know, she's like crying of laughter. And then how's her hair? I'm like trying to like look at. So like, yeah, she has like this bits in the back that are gonna like come out, right? Like this. And they're kind of big because they are tentacles. It's not actual hair. Then like kind of like that. Obviously we'll erase this. Let's see. Mr. Ghost. Oh, so 1 second. Nice. 1.8. Wait, what do you mean? I don't get what you mean, Mr. Ghost. With the 1.8 thousand seconds. I'm so lost. What do you mean? No, like, yeah, I don't know what you mean. Let's see. And then I think this one, right? This one is like kind of like this. And I'm going to make it bigger than I originally made it. I feel like it just works better. I just realized, I don't know why before. The time. Wait, the time? What do you mean the time? I'm so lost. What do you mean 1.8k seconds? I don't get what do you mean with the time though. I don't see the time. You know what I mean? Something like this. Hold on. There we go. About like that. And then obviously she has her little hat. We'll do like the little hat. It doesn't really matter. Oh, like you mean like, but why a K? You have to go? Yeah, have a wonderful day, Mr. Ghost. Hope to see you very soon. And it's 12 in the morning for you? Ooh, that is late. For me, it is 11:54 a.m. It is after the stream is usually when I have my lunch. You know what I mean? That's like around like lunchtime for me. So it's like we have like very different time zones. Like looking at this, I'm kind of like maybe like have this a little chunkier, right? This goes like that. And then these kind of like go off over here in the back. Oh, that's what you're saying, your time. Because I was like 18, like I was like, you said like 1,800 seconds. I was like, that's super random. But no, so you're saying it's 6:54. So it's 6:54 for you. No, I get you, Star. I understood. So let's do like pinch these off, right? Kind of like that. And then I'll do this one. Yeah, yeah. I'm like looking at it. Make it a little bigger. And then kind of like this, her arm. There we go. I'm like looking at her. She's gonna have like this, obviously. You know, I'm trying to get like kind of like the gist of her. We're not doing like one for one, obviously. I'm not like trying to be like perfect, but I am trying to get the gist of this girl. I'm trying to get Marie. But let's do, yeah, let's do this. And then she's got like a, she doesn't have like, she's not like super shapely. Like she does have like a bit of, she does have like a little bit of a shape, but she's not like super shapy. Like I feel like the other girl, she's got more of a shape, which is kind of funny. Just because like the poofy pants or whatever, they make it look like she has more of a shape. Like they both have shapes, but this one, something like this, right? Like that. There we go. Like it kind of like, it's like a bell. That's like, she has like a bell shaped dress. And then this part, we'll do like this. Okay. There we go. I gotta prefer her dress though. You like the dress more? The bell dress? Yeah, like, I like that they gave her, she's like more the reserved one. You know, so she has the bell dress, which works. And then she's more like the bombastic one, where she's like kind of like jumping around. So her having a like one piece, like a suit, or like not a suit, but she has like a one piece like with legs. It works. It just like it works better for her just because of her personality type. I could totally see it working better. And then, man, it's so funny when you look at these characters because their legs are so tiny. You know what I mean? Like when you look at them. But this is like, it's good character design when I look at this stuff. I'm like, yeah, this is wonderful. It makes sense. The one that's more reserved, she would have, she would be in a dress. You know? She would be in like a dress or something. Where the other sister, she would probably be in like pants because she'd want to jump around. Toothpick and yeah, no, I know. Their legs are like super skinny. When you look at them, they're like crazy skinny. And then the boots have like this kind of thing going on, which I didn't do in the original doodle. Now that I look at it, because that's like why you do this. It's like, this is like the first stage is just like the positioning of how things are. I usually call it the thumbnail. It's usually really fast and stuff like that. It just takes longer because I'm chatting. You know? It's usually like, if I was me by myself, it would go fast. Something like this. And then like this part is like a sketchy, this is like the sketchy zone. Where like we're just like we're laying out the sketch, seeing how everything's gonna look. Yeah, see? We're like sketching everything out. And then this foot kind of goes like this, right? Yeah, and then like this, kind of like this. It's got like a unique, not unique, but it's got like almost like a witchy vibe to the feet. Something like that. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, no, I'm not liking this leg. Just looks so weird to me. I know that's like kind of how it works because like it is like you're crossing over, so it would be a little shapen like weirdly to me. Like I want to add like thickness to it, but it is like a little weird. I'm like looking at the shape because like after this stage is when we actually start doing the line work, you know? Dorothy. taking a random dead person's shoes. No, I know what you're talking about. I mean, they are magic shoes, but I know what you mean. It is a little weird. I do agree. I always thought that was a little odd too. What's her name? What is the other witch's name? I forget. The good witch. You know what I'm talking about? She's the one that says like to grab it, doesn't she? If I remember. Like she is the one that like it told her to grab the shoes or whatever. Because I don't think Dorothy would have gotten those shoes without her telling her. Glenda, thank you. I have watched the movies. I haven't seen the newest one. I saw the first, obviously I saw The Wizard of Oz, the old one. I saw Oz, the Great and Powerful. That was also on the older side now. Then I also saw Wicked, but I haven't seen the newest one. The newest Wicked I didn't see. I think they're fine. I think the movies are okay. They're not, I don't think they're as good as a lot of people say they are. I think, you know what it is? I think the reason people like those movies so much is because there's so many mid movies. You know what I mean? There's so many movies that are kind of like whatever, that just because a movie is decent, people are like, oh my God, I love this movie. And I'm like, it's okay. Like, I didn't think it was that good. I thought it was fine. You know, after I saw it, I was like, it's okay. Oh, my school did a play on both movies, Wicked and Wicked 2. Nice. That's cool. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think they're okay movies. They're not my favorites. They're not nowhere near my favorite type of movies. I'm also more into like comedies, action movies. Those are like my favorite genres, if I'm being 100% honest. You know what I mean? I'm like looking at their light. Yeah, like the other one has more of a smirky face. This one is not as smirky. They have a very unique smile. But okay, I think we got that one sketched. Yeah, we got this one. So I'm gonna start sketching this one over here. You know? So like she's got more of like these very, if I remember, very expressive eyes. So she's gonna be like one of these, like this kind of eyes. Yeah, action, and the only movie I enjoyed last year was the Infinite Castle movie from Demon Slayer. Oh, that was such a good one. I do remember that one. I like that one. That one's fun. I'm like looking at this. This eye's too small now. Wait, I'm like looking at it. Hold up. Because she got bigger eye, like her eyes, I feel like they got like this shape. They're not like evil eyes, but they do have like a sharpness to them. They both do. They both have like a sharpness to their eyes. But no, I know what you mean. I like that movie. That was fun. Demon Slayer is pretty good. I feel like it's again not my favorite, but I do think it definitely merits being a lot of people's favorite. You know what I mean? I see like, oh yeah, I see why people like this. Me and my dad were big fans. We pre-ordered the movie tickets 2 months ahead. Even worse merch. That's funny. You wore the merch and everything. That's fun. Like my daughter's still not old enough for that kind of stuff. But eventually I'll love when we could do stuff like that. You know, we still don't like, she likes stuff. Obviously, she has her fandom. She likes like Descendants. She's big into that one right now. But like she doesn't have, like she's not into any particular movie or series right now other than that one. We really needed to be, yeah, that's so funny. That's fun. See, I feel like this one I got right. I think I gotta redo the other one when I look at it. But we'll probably redo it when we do the pencil, like not the pencil, the pen part. The nose is like around here. Yeah, it's like around here. Then do this. The line work on this one. There we go. Because like this one, I didn't realize until like I really looked into it. The mask is actually kind of important. It's the curse middle tooth again. No, right? The middle tooth is a little weird. But it's not as bad as the other one. I feel like the other one, I gotta like mess with it a little more. Like when we get to the lined art, this one. Because I'm not happy with this one. This one I don't mind as much, the mouth shape. I feel like this one, yeah, let's do it again. I'm gonna do it again. Just because like now that I brought it up. It's got like this shape. There we go. I think that's a little better. Flopix, welcome in. Oh, that's good. It's going good. I'm having a nice day. How's your day? I've been so busy though. I feel like I've been busy. There we go. I feel like that's a little better. That mouth just came out a little better. But I'm just doing some doodles. You know me. This one, I didn't realize. So she doesn't have earrings. Did you notice this? Like, I didn't see her wearing any earrings. When I looked at it, I was like, wait, does she not have earrings? Oh, I think like only sometimes she has earrings. Hold up. Let me go back. She does have earrings. Okay. No, like, okay, some images she does. She does have earrings. I think we'll give her the earrings on this version just because I like them. But like, I've noticed sometimes she doesn't. You know, there are a few images that one she didn't have it. I'm like, okay. And then let's do this thing. This girl, she has the opposite direction. Her swoosh is this way. You know, she's got like that swoosh. How big is its swoosh? I feel like it's bigger. It's like, it needs to be chunkier. Like that. Yeah, it's kind of like this. This is like the shape of her swoosh. Yeah. Okay. And then I feel like, well, now you know what it is? I'm looking at it. I am kind of low-key. Her swoosh isn't as big as I thought. Add earrings to male OCs look cool, not gonna lie. 2 of my OCs have earrings. Oh, okay. I mean, I get it. I have my nephew, he has some earrings. I don't think it's like a big deal. It's not like a gender thing. You know what I mean? Earrings I don't think it's like a gender basis thing. I know like some people are like, oh, that's very, like you only see like female characters with them, but it doesn't really matter. You know, it's like one of those things. It doesn't really matter if you wear earrings or not. I feel like similar to like tattoos. I get that feeling. They could add 4 other earrings with those ears for real. Yeah, he has even more earrings than you. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Hey, Reggie the Veggie. Hello. Can I get a summary of what is going on right now? Well, right now I am doing a doodle. So if you're curious what I do, I do like usually in my mornings I'll stream. I'll usually do some doodles that people recommend on Discord. Or if not, I'll be working on my game, which I'm working on an action adventure game heavily inspired by Caribbean mythology, where you go like island to island helping people and creatures, and the creatures help you out too. But like when I do the doodles, I can show you. So when I do the doodles, I'll do like a little thing like this. I'll do this, and then people will on the Discord, they'll put in what they want me to draw, and then I will do a roulette and spin it, and whatever it lands on, I usually draw that. You know? But like this would that's actually really funny. This is literally what we got. We got the Squid sisters. You know? Which is really funny actually. But no. Then That's what we're doing. We're just doing some doodles. Right? I know, that is actually really funny. I didn't do it on purpose. It just happened to land on this, literally the one we're doing. But yes, when I'm done doing this doodle, which I don't know, probably, I've been taking this one pretty slow. I've been like very chatty lately. You know, if I'm being honest, I've been a little too chatty, which is okay. I don't mind it. I think it's fun. Because I know a lot of streams, they'll be like very quiet. They don't really talk when they do their doodles. But I think that's part of the fun, is for, at least for streaming, is to be chatty. That's 3 times in a row, I believe. Well, I know it is actually like, what you doing, like some kind of like trick so that every time it lands on it. Nah, I'm joking. I'm looking at her now that I think about it, because I kind of put it wherever the bits in the back, but it wouldn't be there if it's like around here. This square would be like around here, right? This tentacle, I mean, not square. And then this one, let's move it a little more over here, would be like this way, right? Now that I look at her, now that like I'm actually trying to form her shape a little better. Yeah, I think it's like this, where before it wasn't really working. You gotta go. Have a wonderful night, Starry. Hope to see you very soon. I probably will be wrapping up in like 10 more minutes. I do have like a bunch of things I need to do, you know, that I want to do and I need to do. I know I was working on some other stuff. You know, I actually finished, because remember I mentioned before, someone asked me if I had panels on my Twitch. I was like, oh, I don't really have any panels. So I made some finally. It took forever to actually like sit down and work on those. You know, so I did make some panels. I need to post them up, put them in the Twitch. Because I do stream on Twitch. I'm currently dual streaming. Which is fun fact, a lot of people don't know that it doesn't matter. Because like some people are like, oh, you're not supposed to dual stream. It actually doesn't matter. I saw it not that long ago that a YouTuber who has like multiple millions of subs. He was talking about it because he has like people who he works with, and like they work directly in YouTube and stuff, and they're like, no, actually it doesn't matter. They don't mind that you do it. It doesn't like directly affect your views or anything like that. So it's like there's nothing against it. Yeah. More visibility shorts really help. That's insane. No, I know. But I need to like, now that the summer is almost here, I will have more time to work on my stuff, which I'm excited about. You know, I'm excited about it. I get to work on more stuff. You'll probably see more videos, more everything. Maybe slightly longer streams. I might do that too. That'd be nice. What's that? A little bug. There we go. Right? Yeah, I'm like looking at her shape. But yeah, like I think for this summer we'll be doing a lot more stuff. And I'm also doing other things behind the scenes, which I'm excited about. You gotta go. Have a wonderful day, Reggie. Reggie the Veggie. I like that. Reggie the Veggie. That is a good name. Very easy to remember too. Oh, thank you so much. You too. All right, let's see. Something like this, right? She got that. Well, actually, she doesn't actually have much legs. I gave her more legs than she has. You know what I mean? I was like looking at her like, well, actually, she got like them noodle legs. Like she is an octopus. I get it. Or squid. She's a squid. She's not an octoling. But she doesn't have a very like shapy leg. Like neither of them do. Both of them are very like noodly. You know, both of their legs are very noodly when you look at them. There we go. And then it's kind of like this. Got like this shape to it. Yeah. Yeah. Noodle squid. Yeah. Like this, like they got like noodly legs when you look at their legs. And then this one kind of goes like this. Like that. That's about right, I feel. Actually, don't even have like much shape here either. Now, like I was like looking at it, like it's kind of like this. And then we'll be wrapping it up in a moment. Being honest, there we go. This. Yeah, I think this way, because I was looking at it and I was like, lately, you know, I wasn't doing as much of the sketch layer. I was kind of skipping through. I was doing like almost like the line art. But I was like, no, I need the sketch layer for this one. Just because like their shape is very unique. Especially this one. Like this one I was struggling with her head shape. I just realized I was missing that when I looked over at the other one. Do the other hand, kind of like this. There we go. She's like, I don't know what the joke is. You guys got to give me a joke. You guys got to give me a joke that like she would be saying. Like, what is this hilarious joke? Hey, Tam Valley, welcome in. It's funny because like I was just saying how I was gonna be like wrapping it up very soon. You know, gotta find out. I know you guys gotta give me a joke. What is the joke that she's telling? What is so funny? I need to know. What is this hilarious joke that she's saying? Because she's very serious. And she's even laughing with a little tear on the side of her face, in her eye. You know? So it's gotta be funny. This gotta be a funny joke. All right, let's see. I'm like looking at it. Okay. Wait. Yes. Okay. The tentacle. Hold up. See, I'm like, technically, when you're doing art, I don't know if you guys know this. You try to avoid tangents. A lot of time, like there's like this thing is like dangerously close to tangents. I have like so many. When you look at this, I'll zoom in just so you can see it. So this, you see this? You want to make sure that they don't touch, the lines don't like connect. You know, like there's so many like moments that it could be a tangent, but it's not. So I try to avoid them. So whenever you're doing art, if you're like wondering what a tangent is, I'll show you. So a tangent is like, if this line was like this, that would be a tangent. So instead of doing that, I have it was like this. So that's no longer a tangent. Just so if you guys want to know what I mean when I say tangent. Can be light with a joke between cousins. True, it could be. You're right. It could be like an inside joke. Those usually are the best though. I don't know about you guys, but usually inside jokes are so funny. They usually have like the best. It's just because like it has like history to them. Like I have a bunch with my friends. If I really think about it, I got a few with my friends. They're like those jokes. You're like, like you wouldn't say in like every group. Why is it so small? Like now that I look at it, it's too small. This needs to be bigger. See, that's why we do this. We do like the multiple layers. Yeah, that's way better. It's significantly better the size wise. Yeah, that's it. And then her head is tilted. So it would be a little up. So let's do try to like the length, right? So I'm gonna like pop it out a little bit over here this time. Now that I just like body language, I like it a little more. Where it's gonna be like around here. Yeah, this is gonna be nicer. There we go. Like visually, because like she's expressing herself. So her hair, like her hair tentacles wouldn't be just like limp. They would be moving too. I imagine probably move even more. I might even want to tweak this one a little bit. Now that I think about it, let's tweak that. Because like I feel like they would be like very much extensions of her arm or her hands. You know what I mean? Like they kind of like move with her hands. I don't know if they actually do. I don't remember. I would have like, do you know Flopix by chance? Do you remember if they move with her when she talks? Because I feel like if I was going to animate her, I would do that for sure. I would have it like her hair moving with every time she moves, they would move too. Let's do, now that I do this, now that I was literally talking about the tangents before, now I was like doing like a huge tangent. Let's do like this. There we go. Yeah, okay, I like this a little more. Visually, I think it's a little better. Like a little more story to it. Actually, I might even curve it more. Now to, I guess it does stay down. It's basically, oh really? Oh, that's lame. I mean, like, I would like to move it more. Okay, if it is hair, okay, I'll leave it down. If it's just limb, I'll put it down. I don't want to like ruin it either. I just thinking me visually, I would want it to move. You know? Like just because I like it doesn't mean it's fine. It's fine. Let's do like this. It would be a little shorter because she's leaning. Are these OCs? No, these are actually characters from Splatoon. Here, I can show you. There's these girls. I'm just doing like a fun pose. Sometimes I do OCs though. It really depends because like these are kind of like doodle on demands. You know what I mean, Tam? So these are like doodle on demands. People, I have like a roulette. So you're like a little spin. And then people on my Discord, they'll put in what they want me to draw and I'll put it on the wheel. And then I'll spin it. And then whatever it lands on is what we draw next. Yeah, see? So like obviously that didn't count, but like next time we'll see what we get. And it's just like a fun way to do it. And I think it's a little, because in the beginning, the first time I did it, I just had a list. And then I realized people were like, oh, but like, what if I want to put something else on the thing, on the wheel, on like the list? And I was like, well, how long? You know, because like it didn't, how can I say? It was like, yes, it for people who were there longer, it was nice because they're like, oh, okay, whatever I put in, I'm here longer, I get more things in. But then new people like, oh, there's already like 20 things on the list. There's no way I'm going to join in. So I decided to make it a wheel. I just think it's better that way. And now there's like new rules. There's only two. You can only have two things on the wheel at a time. You cannot, like the last two people are not able to get on. You know what I mean? The last two. So right now, Flopix and Stella, both of you are not available for the next spins. So next time I spin, if it falls on anything of yours or anything on Stella, those are skipped. Those are auto skipped. Like, nope, do it again. And then, yeah, so I think it's a lot better that way, just because like, it does encourage people to join in, like new people, like, oh, I want to do whatever. I want my doodle in. And I think it's kind of fun. And then I also get to do mine. I get to do my dev streams too. Yeah, the in-between. Which I might be doing more of the dev streams soon. I'll see. It really depends on things that I'm working on behind the scenes. Eventually, I would like, I've already mentioned the Flopix before. Eventually, I would like the doodle streams to be on a different channel. You know, and I want to have, you know, the gaming channel, the dev channel, and then like the art channel. I think that'll be way better and a little funner, at least for me. Just because like there's things that don't really work that I want to do that don't really work for this. Because I do want to like split them up. Because this is like intended for my game. I'm supposed to be talking about my game and stuff like that. But it doesn't really, like the people who want to see it on YouTube, they don't really find it. Which is a little annoying. Just because like, I get it as like YouTube AI, how it works. They're like, oh, okay, I'll share this with people who like this. but then they might not like the other things that I'm doing. That's why it's better to have a very niche channel where it's like, okay, it's a very one topic at a time. But I think we're gonna wrap it up here. Looking at the time, yeah, I've streamed a little over an hour. I am gonna wrap it up. I do have other things I need to do and I want to do, so I'm gonna wrap it up here, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Thank you so much, Flopix, Tam Valley, Mr. Ghost, Reggie the Veggie, Starry Storm 2. Who else? I know there was somebody else who was here. Hold up. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna look. I like to say anyone who actually had a conversation, anyone who actually like talks and stuff, I like to say goodbye to you guys. I do appreciate lurkers, of course. You know, lurking is more than welcome. I usually do it myself when I watch streams. I've done it on Tam's streams, actually. Sometimes I'll say hi, but I'll be working or something, so I'm not like actively participating. Oh, Colossal or Golden. You do tend to change your name a lot, so it's hard to remember, you know? But it's Colossal was the last one, I think. And then anyone on Twitch? No one really on Twitch. I used to do the Instagram, but I kind of stopped doing it. So I'm not going to do the Instagram for a while at least. But either way, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I seriously appreciate it. Hope to see you all very soon. Have a wonderful day. See you next time. Goodbye.